Springfield
M1A Scout.
Scout gun. Another good, solid
M14 copy.
Yeah, there's that.
So what makes this one different from the other M1As out there is it's got this Picatinny reel up front.
Right.
The idea behind the Scout setup is that you've got a much smaller bell on your scope, so it takes up less of your field of view, so you have more situational awareness.
Okay.
You also have a longer eye relief. You have some other problems with parallax. Not my favorite way of doing things, but it's a way of doing things.
Also, of course,
you have a compensator up front instead of the flash hider that's
right.
more common on the other M1As. Otherwise, it's a pretty bone standard M1A. It's a little shorter. Instead of the massive barrel, it's much shorter, so it's a little easier to maneuver around.
You forgot to mention it's camouflaged.
Is it? I can't tell. Where's it gone? I've lost it.
There it is. With those big-ass swivel studs that I'm such a huge fan of.
Yep.
So this is a gun that requires manly handling.
It is. It's really good for close-range hunting, that sort of thing. If you're doing under 200 yards, that area, I'd probably recommend it for that. You can get a silencer mount for these. I've seen them done. It depends on how well you trust your mounting.
Right. Stripper clip holder?
Stripper clip holder in the back. You can do 10, 20 round magazines out here, or you just want to load it by stripper clip. That's another option.
Okay.
Safety is down here in the trigger guard, just like the M1 Grand,
right.
Or the M14. So nice and easy.
Okay, and in terms of ergonomics, not ideal?
Not the best. It's not my favorite in terms of how it feels, how it handles, how it cheeks, right. But it's a traditional style stock. For people who are comfortable with traditional style stocks, they'll work just fine.
And we're thinking this is pretty reliable.
Reliability is very good. It's the same gas system we had in the M1 Grand and the M1 Carbine that worked flawlessly throughout World War II.
Right.
So
they wish they had them in World War I.
Man, they did. And World War I.
Right.
So we also had them in Korea. Beginning of Vietnam, had the M14. Gas system works great, very reliable, much better reliability generally than the early M16s.
Right.
So it works.
Okay, so if you want a gun that's a little piece of history and then a little bit of modification.
A little modernization.
Yeah, okay, not a bad gun.
Not bad at all.